this is a video game. We're here to have fun.
Yeah, and playing the video game here right now is 33rd best player in the world, Syrup, the #1 seed here by a distance. And he is going up against Petayaa, who we saw some impressive stuff going on.
Also, I gotta ask, do we call him Syrup because he's got that drip? Because, like, look at this hoodie, man.
Dude, Syrup has, I feel like, up to his game in that department so much.
That's called, like, becoming an adult, like, closer to an adult.
Yeah, he's just no longer a child.
Growing up.
He's paying for his own clothes now because he's getting, like, top 8 at every tournament. That's probably what's happening.
I mean, did you see the way Zomba's wardrobe changed when he started winning everything? That man is decked out.
Oh my God. There was one tournament where Zomba had, like, this crazy sweater.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm gatekeeping that. And then some random person, I think it was a burner account, honestly, it was like, this is where you find it. And I was like, let's go, burner account.
That happens all the time. There's a lot of, like, there's whole Twitter accounts dedicated to finding, like, fashion in TV shows or movies or podcasts or stuff like that. So it's kind of cool to see it come into Smash. But I think more than anything, if you're looking to, like, find some clout in the esports space and in the Smash space, getting a Smash fashion Twitter account that just breaks down the best Smash fits from each tournament, regardless of who it is, and then, like, breaks down what the things are and where to get them if you're looking for them. And even if they're thrifted, like, hey, it can be a fun time, and it can be a fun way to, like, explore, you know, some of the unique creative expression we see in this space. But speaking of creative expression, Syrup's gonna go not Mr. Steve in Minecraft, the man we're used to seeing now, but the Ness, a character that I originally started calling him Kid Clip for because of the amount of times he put people on Twitter.
So Syrup, as probably most of you know, started as a Ness main and, you know, got better results picking up that Steve, but has still kept that Ness in the back pocket for certain matchups, and Kazuya just happens to be one of those matchups. I don't know if we're starting. Oh yeah, it's just like a really patient start here from these two players, but yeah. I've always been very impressed by the Syrup Steve. Like, even though it's a secondary, it's kept very high maintenance too.
And remember too that this is the first tournament for a lot of these players on a bigger scale since Supernova, where Atata got, I think, 9th or 11th, right? Atata came very close to making top 8 with the solo Ness, player from Chicago. And someone like Syrup may also see that and go, I should try playing more Ness because I think I'm better than Atata, and I think I can make this one work right now by finding some really creative down tilt extensions to find that first stock, but now just looking for the hit and having to play so patient and so defensively here against the menace that is Mr. Mishima.
Yeah, and it also might just be like, you know, it's his first true love, and you never forget your first love, so, you know, going back to it every once in a while, just so you know, make sure that the spark is still there is always very nice. The last time I saw this Ness was against Brujo at Max Res, where it felt like Brujo was playing very well in the Steve matchup, and then he pulled out the Ness, and he's just dominant against Brujo in that set. So yeah, I'm not surprised to see it dominant in this set too.
That whole advantage state was found because Syrup literally jumped up with a floaty, and Brawl called out, I'm gonna down air you on platform. You're Kazuya, what you gonna do about it, right? And was able to flip that off 1, 2, 3 reads to the ledge to then find that edge guard and the ledge trap and then the stock. It was a beautiful, beautiful stuff from him, and now still alive. Yes, Ness doesn't have the most flexible recovery, but Kazuya has even worse tools to deal with it. As long as Syrup can grab a ledge here, he'll be fine. He's getting bonked up, and what an angle, but it's not going to be enough.
Wow, I'm super shocked that didn't grab the ledge right there. I mean, it felt like such a good angle there. Petayaa tried to stuff it out with an air, and it didn't matter. Maybe getting hit actually got him away, but yeah, Petayaa putting up a lot of percent in this second stock, looking like he is not too far out from this game.
I really like the creative reset there from Petayaa, right, to find that the spike into the regrab to get the pushback there. However, we're seeing this every single stock, right, from Syrup. When you have the opportunity, what does Kazuya do against this down air, and what does he do against this yo-yo at ledge? Right, he just doesn't have tools. He doesn't have an ability to contest this, and then you get grabbed once, you get back thrown, see you later, and this 13-year-old kid just ran away with your stocks.
Yeah, Petayaa does not have a lot of options when recovering low against that yo-yo, and we're seeing Syrup force those situations so well. Like, you could just say, oh, Petayaa, why don't you just recover high? It's like, do you not see Syrup covering high every single time? So even though, like, it feels like such a helpless position from Petayaa, you just have to credit Syrup forcing those positions out.
How do you go into work on Monday if you're Kazuya? You're like, bro, not only did I tank our stock price by spending way too much money on my sneaker collection, but I also tanked my stock, our stocks because I just kept getting them stolen by a 13-year-old child with psychic powers. Like, how do you explain that to your friends at work?
Oh, to be a child with psychic powers. Yeah, and so we're heading into game number 2 on the Town and City counter pick. I like this from Petayaa. It's going to get, 10-15 second intervals where it goes flat, but oh my god, when it's not flat, Syrup's going to get a read like that.
Listen, he started by hitting the singles, the doubles, and then just found that one for the home run to take that first stock. Got the double hit on the magnet. Now looking for the pressure on the continuation. You get it twice, but not the third time. Does get the second hit there, but mixing up the double jump cancel means that he's not going to get the true extension. However, Kazuya just doesn't have the best tools to get away. We're seeing it again, right? You can jump out as the rest of the cast a lot of these situations, but as Kazuya, you can't. Once again, it's a 7-frame jump squat, and we're seeing Syrup take immaculate advantage.
And we're seeing Petayaa shake his head. What was the thing that was the difference maker in what the Hayes set was his confidence, was his punish game. Like, as he got more confidence, punish game got better. So just putting, like, daggers into his confidence with those F smashes, with those downers is going to help Syrup in this game. But Petayaa just gotta endure.
Yeah. But, like, how do you endure when, you're most important thing to call him out for is getting over aggressive with that magnet, something that has a hitbox so big that if you space it right, you literally can't cover it. And then he does the fly magnet 1, 2, 3, 4, gonna drop it and get it anyway into the coast to coast into the death. I'm sorry, which PK kid are we watching? Because he just looked like Bubs with the right there, just taking you across the stage.
Yeah. Oh my God! It felt like Syrup was picking Ness to create a combo video off of this one tournament.
By the way, this is all. He doesn't get hit by the double hit on the second one, but he gets frame trapped. Petayaa gets frame trapped for the option he picked anyways, and other than that, it's just all true. Like Syrup was just executed fly magnet combos that you see in theory, but don't see even like top Ness players go for in bracket because they're too difficult. Syrup just rolls up and is like, I'm gonna do it. Average Tuesday, clock in.
Literally, he is playing this like a 9 to 5, proving to us on the screen why he is one of the best players in the world, why he's a Lumi ranked player. And we saw Petayaa in the last set against Hayes, how good of a player he is. Against one of New Jersey's best, was able to win that set. And we're seeing against Syrup how he looks almost helpless at points.
Petayaa is a strong up-and-comer in his own right. Remember that Hayes the 16th seed, Petayaa the 17th seed, so only one really separating the two of them. I love the down tilt pressure there. It's so fast on shield as all of a sudden Syrup tries to steal a stock away, but might get one stolen in turn. He's a little too deep. And yep, when Tom Nook shows up to make sure no more stocks are getting stolen, it's Syrup losing one the good old-fashioned way.
All it takes is one. All it takes is one SD, and you are back in it here for Petayaa. If he is able to get an electric wind God Fist into a lot of percent, or into a stock even, this set can change in a minute.
Oh my god, he went for the grab there, and Syrup was ready to call it out. This is just some insane mind games from, I think, still the best Ness player in the world, even if he doesn't even name this character anymore, right? Like, the displays he's showing us right now are just absolutely absurd. He is demolishing Petayaa, and yes, the stock count's even right now, but watch them play neutral. Watch these advantage states. Petayaa's just, like, not getting to play the game unless Syrup messes up.
Yeah, it feels that way again. Like you said, Petayaa not able to play the game unless Syrup messes up. 2 SDs in this game number 3, which might end up gifting up Petayaa a game. So as the underdog player in this set, you've got to take that to the bank. You've got to convert that into a game, but Syrup is making it so difficult right now.
I don't even want to call them SDs, though, because yes, they're overextensions, but then Petayaa there, like, recognizes, okay, I can get hit and tech this, and then because I got hit, you don't hit and you don't get a bonk, right? You don't get the reset. Now, though, this is the opportunity you've been looking for. You mess up your first deck, you should get the reset afterwards, but then drop that too. The nerves are starting to set in, but you have to remain calm if you want this one, Waffle. Oh, because Syrup will take it to the bank. However, he drops his own in turn. And in a scramble situation, I mean, Kazuya just blows you up, right?
Yeah, and we're seeing that right now. The electric into up, he is not going to be able to take the stock right now, but he is at 118%, and all it takes is one more electric.
One more electric, one more forward air, one more down air, one more hit from Syrup could be all she wrote. If you aren't careful, you got to find a way back around that tail. However, great spacing, great use of get up attack to finally find an answer to that yo-yo. First time all set when you need it most. The up air gonna kick you to the blast zone, kick it into gear. We saw this story once before, one set ago. Could we see Petayaa do it again?
Dude, this would be an impressive reverse 3-0 if Petayaa was able to close this out. I mean, like you said, it was an SD on that first stock, kind of a forced SD on that second stock, and then able to close it out. Still not even happy about it.
Can we talk about that though? Like, he called out dash attack spacing perfectly and then whiff punished it, which again, a little bit harder to do with Kazuya, especially because you miss-space that ever so slightly, and Ness dash attack is so active, disjointed, it blows you up, right? Right now though, Syrup, like, okay, I lost the game. Let's go back to PS2, slow things down. I like the higher platform. It's hard for Kazuya to get up to me. I like the 186 units, right, to get away, control the pace of the game, and just really make you chase me down.
Yeah, and Petayaa's definitely going to have to chase him down, but it looks like Syrup's the one chasing him all the way off stage, but Petayaa able to get back and now has the stage positioning. Could this be a reversal situation? Oh, not quite. But
it could have been. It could have been indeed, my friend. But he just wasn't able to find it. And now it's Syrup getting the ledge trap once again. Even still, Syrup has got to be careful about not overextending for some of these edge guards, because Petayaa is playing with the patience needed to make him pay, and has shown it time and time again. Syrup's own hubris might be what gets the best of him.
Yeah, that is a very good point. I mean, we saw that in game number 3. Most of the defining stocks that in that game were off stage from Syrup just overextending a little bit too much. Not overextending right there, saying that this is the right philosophy. If I'm able to edge guard Kazuya, if I'm able to clean up those mistakes, Petayaa's not even going to have a chance. But has a chance right here for the stock. Not quite able to get the tech chase.
Yeah, I just wasn't able to find what he was looking for. Gets put in the corner for his trouble, but Syrup is just caught mashing. And yes, Ness's headblocks are absurd. He can kind of just do that on your shield. And a character like Kazuya, without good out of shield options, just doesn't have tools to contest it. But when you get put off stage, suddenly that disjointed frame 4 up air that's a full-on sword, right, comes online, lets you get out of dodge, and lets you get back to stage. We're seeing Petayaa, again, just willing to take the damage, willing to play to Kazuya's weight as one of the heavier characters in the game to its fullest to give himself this extra mileage. However, Syrup is just literally playing too far away from him for Petayaa to interact.
Yeah, Petayaa not able to get those juicy openings right now because of the spacing that Syrup is playing at, and the punish game has been so good from Syrup too. Like, it feels like even though you're playing at a, you know, at a long distance, it feels like you shouldn't be able to get the punishes that Syrup does, but he's able to find them. It's so impressive.
This is why I call this kid Clip, right? Because he's always trying to find new ways to put you on Twitter.com. What a call out from him. He gets the grab for his trouble, peeking the jump height perfectly to find that. I want to see that throw in the replay because it looked like it might have been a no impact lane. It's a little hard to tell. It is something that you can do with very, very specific spacing, but I would be shocked if he did go for that.
Yeah, and you called him Kid Clip, and we're going to see some of the posters that Syrup put on Petayaa right there in these replays coming up, just as a recap of the set. But yeah, Syrup definitely looking in prime form to take this tournament today.
Yeah, that was otherworldly.
And that's a secondary.
Yeah, that's his secondary. And that was him dropping the fly magnet combos, right? As he heats up, he's going to drop less of those coast-to-coast combos like we saw here on this right side, or right in game number 4, right? Where he just popped out of it on that last one off the coast-to-coast. It's like, if he just doesn't drop those as much, those are all extra stocks he's taking, right?
Yeah.
Like, those are just 0 to deaths.
And these game number 2 replays are the ones that I'm definitely looking forward to right here. This sequence right here to get the forward smash on the high recovery was crazy.
With the downer and back, like, he was just mashing in the middle. He was just like, you're going to go for a tech option. Kazuya's slow. He doesn't have great frame data. I'm going to catch anything, right? Like, I'm Ness. And then he calls out the jump. Like, that was the one time Petayaa tried to be aggressive on his recovery route too, right? And Syrup immediately took the stock for it.
Yeah, impressive performance there from Syrup. And
bro, like,
dude,
like, there's a fly magnet, and he
so
dropped
crazy.
it too. He dropped the second hit, got the turnaround, and still found it.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I don't know, man. Somebody's got to figure it out. Hopefully we see somebody figuring it out later today, because I don't want to see Syrup just steamroll this tournament.
I kind of do. If it means more Ness gameplay like that, I kind of do.
If it means we got a full combo video worth of clips, I'll sacrifice it.
We'll edit it. We'll put out.
I don't want to edit it.
Oh yeah.
You can edit it. Yay! Edit.
Does this mean Casters on the Blocks coming back?
No, I just hate editing.
that was the joke.
Yeah.
It originally died partially because of schedule and partially because of you not wanting to edit anymore, which is so fair, honestly. That was we probably had a really inefficient workflow for that.
Yeah, definitely picked an inefficient workflow, but let's talk about some efficient players.
Yes.
In the likes of Yoda Cage and Yeast. So I'm pretty sure this is to make Winner's Side top 8, if I'm not mistaken.
I've got Apple Reviewer Antimony at home, or Apple Reviewer Grid at home, or Apple Reviewer any of the other Bowser. Why are there so many Bowser Juniors?
There are a lot of Bowser Juniors. That's just like a fun character.